Okay, this is Poot, People's Opinions on Popular Topics.
To preface this story, I've been a tenant of 341 for almost 2 years now. Haley has been living here for just over a year. I truly feel that we have always been responsible and respectful tenants, and we have always paid rent on time. About a year ago, shortly after Haley moved in, there was a flood in our unit. A hot water pipe burst and there was boiling hot water pouring out into our unit to the point that it looked like a sauna. It's lucky neither my roommate or I were burnt by the water because it was extremely hot. Not only that, but some of Haley's belongings were damaged in the flood. The maintenance person who came to inspect our unit after the flood said that the pipe burst in 7 spots and was not surprised that the pipe had burst based on the age and condition of the building and pipes. However, Apollo declared that the flood was our fault and charged us $36,000 in damages to the unit below us.
Shame!
Despite sending them a detailed and researched email as to why this flood could not be our fault and that we are in fact certain that this was due to negligence and maintenance failures, this correspondence was ignored. $36,000 is an absurd amount of money in any case, but certainly for something that should be the responsibility of the landlord, and to that I say shame.
Shame!
The story, could you tell me what it was like when the pipe burst?
Oh my gosh, it was definitely a scary moment. We were not expecting something like that to happen. We were literally just in my room together, chatting, kind of having a stressful day already about what was going on, just stuff with COVID. And then out of nowhere, we literally heard the pipe just crack and it started gushing water like a bathtub faucet. And then it was like after not even 30 seconds, it cracked in like a bunch more places, kind of on every wall of the room, and there was just water pouring in that was boiling hot, very dirty as well. And we were kind of just like, oh my gosh.
Our place literally looked like a sauna at one point because the water was so hot, and we had to personally take buckets of water, this boiling hot water, and try and fill up buckets ourselves while waiting for the superintendent to come. And I think it took them about an hour and a half or an hour to get the water shut off, so we spent a good hour and a half bucketing out boiling hot water.
Trying not to burn ourselves.
Trying not to burn our hands and feet.
A few moments later.
Hey Frank! Bring a trash can, quick! Holy...
After the flood, we lost much of the function of our unit. For weeks, we had 5 to 6 huge fans running 24/7 in order to dry out the floors from the flood, which rendered our apartment extremely dry and hot. We could barely use the kitchen or bathroom or walk down our hallway as a result of the size of the fans. We could barely sleep due to the noise of the fans as well. We were not offered any temporary housing and we were expected to live in these conditions. In the email I sent to Apollo, I informed them of multiple issues in the unit, including large cracks in our ceilings, a non-functioning thermostat, and windows that don't seal. These issues have not been fixed.
Compensation for that?
Nothing. They said they would come clean floors and they didn't. They really did absolutely nothing to help us in this situation.
And a very suspicious looking ceiling in our bathroom that was leaking. It wasn't until someone from an asbestos company showed up to our apartment that I realized what we were dealing with. There was confirmed asbestos in the bathroom that we were told not to touch, and we now haven't been able to properly use our shower for weeks while waiting for the repairs to be done. It still isn't fixed. I was told that it is highly likely that the ceiling in the hallway also contains asbestos, yet we are at risk of it falling on us every day.
So it almost seems like you guys should be seeking compensation from them.
That's what we've talked about.
Yeah, so that's part of why we're getting help with ACORN, so that we can work towards getting some compensation and
hearing us, really listening to what happened and trying to find a proper solution to the issue.
Situation. Yeah.
Expecting you guys to live in the unit while it was so damaged?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they set up 5 to 6 fans that, were about this high in the hallway, the bathroom, the kitchen, and Haley's room.
It was unlivable.
They were going 24/7. They were loud.
Super loud,
yeah. I work from home, and they expected me to work and live in that condition. I had an exam the next day for a job that I would have lost had I not passed it. They just fully expected us to live in that condition and did not offer us any temporary housing or any, financial compensation or anything.
I have a teammate here helping me out. Because of pressure from community groups like ACORN, the city implemented new tenant protections in 2020. These new 7 days. This was a huge win for tenants across the city. There's not enough landlord oversight, and landlords are able to self-monitor.
Wow.
And our hydro
So-
bill was up to $100 that month, and they didn't pay for that either.
Wowzers.
Yep.
So it sounds like they're stepping on the little guy.
They are. Definitely trying to
Absolutely.
intimidate us, for sure.
Yeah, this building is full of students and young people, and I think that they think they can take advantage of that.
You are now watching People's Opinions on Popular Topics.
Clearly, if our rent isn't going back into the buildings, it's just going into the pockets of slumlords. It's just going into the pockets of slumlords. And this must stop.
Hey,
You've got some skill.
yeah,
Was it important for you to come out today?
yeah. The apartment is actually one of my friends, so just kind of needed to.
Very surprising the landlord expected him to live in an asbestos-infested apartment.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised. Landlords are kind of just like that. But like asbestos plus like 36K, that's like crazy.
Yeah.
Oui, bonjour, mon nom est Pascal. Je suis ici pour faire une manifestation concernant un bailleur qui n'a pas pu justement jouer son rôle dans le sens qu'il veut que ce soit le locataire qui puisse chaque fois arranger la maison. Alors, à cause justement de son irresponsabilité, il y a la maison qui a pu connaître justement quelque chose comme l'eau est entrée là-dedans et il veut que ce soit justement les locataires qui puissent payer les dommages qui avaient été causés par justement cette eau. Alors c'est quelque chose de ridicule. Alors nous sommes ici pour faire cette manifestation pour dire à ces bailleurs qu'ils ne puissent pas faire ça une autre fois. Et nous voulons justement qu'ils puissent réparer justement les dommages causés par cette eau. Merci.
Yeah.